Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Watch the slant.
Now Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Ryan, under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Hey, Tuesday.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz going for the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
51, Tom! Hey, Charlie! Let's go, let him go!
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down. Ready, get ready. Back 25. Check. Double time. Alert. 3 down. 21. Two. Hey, exit. Get up. Wait. All right, 25.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Hey, ready. Line 25. We want it. Come on, 25.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Wentz now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, let's get
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan looking, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Wentz now on first down. Screen pass to Sproles. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz to throw again. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 21. Bravo. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
4 yards. And a Falcon first down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Hey, Haywood. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Guys. 51, Mike. Go. Here we go. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Check pass.
4th down. Here's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jack Crawford breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wentz. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's brought in by Jeffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. There the Eagles are back within a score. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. Waiting.
Danny.
On first down, Wentz looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
51, stop!
Now it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
I'm coming after you. Mike 51. Here we go.
Hey, Zoo.
Come again. Here I come again. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Got it.
Man out. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Hey, Delta.
51 to Mike. Mike 51. Down to lose 1. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 9.
Check 59.
Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Check 59, 59. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Kill.
59, Mike. Check 59.
Here.
Push him back. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
To throw is Wentz. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play. First down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run with Clement. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
45. Watch the run.
Hey, 57.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They kill. They 4-2 kill.
Back to throw. Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... He's got a man. Complete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Show it up. Show it up.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on